Welcome to our election special Road to Lok Sabha 2024. Now, our focus today is on Maharashtra. MVA has declared its seat share. They have managed to come together and decide who is going to contest and how many seats. Mahayudh, meanwhile, though has shown interest in how much who would be contesting, within Mahayudh there seems to be turbulence on particularly how the Sena believes they should be given more seats to contest, and the unrest that Shinde seems to be seeing as a big challenge. But let's try and explain the larger picture. After much deliberation, the Mahavikas Aghadi has finally unveiled the seat-sharing formula. The alliance has settled on a 21-17-10 distribution, with the Congress conceding the lion's share to its allies and assuming the role of a junior partner. But this move hasn't sat well with many Congress leaders who found themselves sidelined as their constituencies were handed over to other alliance members. Now, there have also been protests within the Congress over this entire issue, and we'll bring those visuals in a bit. Now, let's look at the Sangli seat. Congress for a long while had its eye on it, considering Vishal Patil as their potential candidate. But lo and behold, before any agreement was reached, Shivsena swooped in and named their contender. Chandrasekhar Patil, now Vishal Patil, and his supporters seem to have disappeared into thin air, fueling rumors of defections within the party. And it's not just Sangli. Mumbai South Central has also a bone of contention, with Congress hoping to field Varsha Gaikwad, only to see Shivsena claim it for Anil Desai. Gaikwad's absence from a crucial meeting today seems to speak volumes, with whispers suggesting she's off to meet State Congress Chief Nana Patole, likely to air her grievances. And there are also the reports of possibly her going and meeting Priyanka Gandhi Vadra as well as Rahul Gandhi. Now, meanwhile, even Bhiwandi witnessed a showdown between NCP and Congress, with Sharad Pawar's party emerging victorious. And let's not forget Mumbai Northwest, where Sanjay Nirupam's spat with the Sena candidate has now turned into a jab at Congress's plight, leaving the party in a bit of a pickle. But despite the storm brewing within, Congress leaders remain hopeful, insisting they've prioritized alliance harmony for the greater good. They're banking on the tide turning in the assembly elections, while the BJP seems to see it as a sign of Congress's waning influence.
Well, the seat-sharing formula for MVA has been decided. 21 seats for UBT, 17 for Congress and 10 for NCP. What comes across is that certain MLAs and certain Congress leaders are disgruntled from the party, as there are more seats which are being given to Uddhav Thackeray's party. To talk on this more, we have former Congress leader Sanjay Nirupam. Sir, you have also tweeted regarding the same. What is your take on this particular matter?
The seat-sharing formula in MVA is nothing but a disaster. It was deliberately designed by UBT group to finish Congress party, and I have been saying it for last so many months. So the final outcome is very much before everyone, and UBT has taken a big chunk of the seats, and Congress party has been given only those seats which they cannot win. So at the end of the day, what I understand, that the way Congress party got only 2 seats in 2014 Lok Sabha election. Next Lok Sabha election, that means in 2019, they came to 1. And this time, the Congress party will be out on 0.
अब महाविकास आघाड़ी हो या युति हो, गठबंधन हो, ऐसी राजनीति में जब सीट शेयरिंग का मामला आता है या पावर शेयरिंग का मामला आता है, तो इस प्रकार से कुछ जगह पर मतभेद होते हैं. वर्षा गायकवाड़ जी हो, विशाल पाटिल जी हो, विश्वजीत कदम हो, सभी अपने अपने पार्टी के वफादार लोग हैं. फोन किया और कहा, विनोद जी ये सीट कांग्रेस के पास आ रही है, हमें आपका कोऑपरेशन चाहिए. तुरंत विनोद घोषणाकर ने कहा, जो पार्टी का आदेश है, जो महाविकास आघाड़ी का आदेश है, वो मुझे मान्य है, मंजूर है.
देश भर के अन्य प्रांतों की तरह महाराष्ट्र में भी कांग्रेस की हालत पूर्णतः लाचार जैसी है. 2 छोटे दल, उद्धव ठाकरे और शरद पवार जी का गुट, जिनके पास अपना दल का नाम भी नहीं बचा, दल के लिए कोई चुनावी चिन्ह नहीं बचा, लोग नहीं बचे, ऐसे लोग कांग्रेस को इतना बेइज्जत कर रहे हैं, उसके बाद भी कांग्रेस खामोश।
Now, while the BJP is celebrating fissures in MVA, in Mahayudh, things aren't looking very rosy either, with BJP, Sena and NCP Ajit Pawar faction announcing candidates on a combined 41 seats out of the total 48. Discontent simmers within the Shivsena camp. Eknath Shinde, the chief minister, is under pressure to secure more representation for his faction as murmurs of discontent grow louder. Yet, he has urged patience, promising rehabilitation for those sidelined in the seat sharing. Remember, Eknath Shinde is demanding that the same number of seats be given to him as it was when Shivsena, the united or the undivided Shivsena, had received earlier when they were contesting with the BJP. I'm being joined by my colleague Abhishek at this point. Pardon me. Abhishek, thank you for joining us. Two aspects to this big story unfolding in Maharashtra that has some solid chunk of seats for the Lok Sabha. One with the MVA, two with the Mahayudh. Who's in more trouble?
Definitely, as we speak, both the sides are struggling to convince their party workers at one given point of time. As we speak about Mahavikas Aghadi, after the final announcement yesterday, we have seen how the local cadre of Sangli, Bhiwandi, and especially in Mumbai have reacted to that final announcement. We are still hopeful that at least Sangli and Mumbai South Central will be given to Congress. Instead of that, Congress got Mumbai North and Mumbai North Central. And as the day unfolds, Varsha Gaikwad didn't attend the meeting and a scheduled press conference. And what we're coming to know from the sources, she has already briefed KC Venugopal and will be meeting Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi as they come in Vidarbha to do campaign. So definitely trouble is brewing within Mahavikas Aghadi. Whether the Congress cadre, the local cadre, will support the individual candidates in these 3 seats or not is something that the future will decide. On the other side, when we talk about the Mahayudh, the Maha trouble is also brewing there. Because, Eknath Shinde is expecting that at least 18 seats, 18 sitting MP, undivided Shivsena had, and 18 seats should be given. But what we're coming to know from the sources, he is getting around 12 to 15 seats only, and that too, the BJP is citing certain negative surveys on ground, what we are coming to know from the sources, and telling to replace the sitting MPs. Until now, out of the 10 seats that has been announced, 8 of the sitting MPs has been replaced by Eknath Shinde. So you can understand the pressure on Chief Minister Eknath Shinde when it comes to Mahayudh seat sharing. On the other side, Ajit Pawar is also struggling for 2 or 3 seats where he is contesting or making claims but yet to be given by the BJP. On the other hand, we can understand BJP is playing a role of a bigger brother when it comes to Mahayudh. 24 seats have been announced. But to conclude, both the sides, the situation remains the same because the challenge by the state leadership to convince the local leadership to come along is something which we can see in both the camps at this given point of time. And how they will be successful is something that we will have to wait and watch out for. Back to you.
Thank you very much, Abhishek, for bringing us that very important perspective. Let me also introduce my panelists at this point. Rajiv Pandey, the spokesperson for BJP, Krishna Hegde, spokesperson for Shivsena, Charan Singh Sapra, the spokesperson for Congress, as well as Chandrasekhar Jha, Shivsena leader. Thank you very much of the Uddhav Thackeray faction. Thank you very much, all of you, for joining us. Well, first question obviously goes to Charan Singh Sapra at this point. How big a challenge is this damage control, Mr. Charan Singh Sapra? The Congress has said they are large-hearted. All right, we seem to have some issue with Charan Singh at this point. So let me just go across to Chandrasekhar Jha, please, at this point. Chandrasekhar Jha, if I can just ask you the question that I wanted to ask the Congress spokesperson, how big is the challenge before the MVA? The Congress saying that for the larger good, they've allowed their partners more seats. They've given in the seats that they were taking claim for. But how would you partners look at what seems to be now quelling within the Congress? Would this mean a trouble for the larger alliance?
See, there is no trouble, or in future there will be no trouble in regard to the MVA. The government was also running, and we know particularly how well the government was run. And inside the alliance, there is no discrepancy with regard to the seat sharing. And eventually, if you see, the cadre base is also accordingly working upon to which the leadership has instructed, and we don't see any kind of discrepancy or any kind of discrimination between the alliances.
Okay, so if you could just play up those shots while you are saying, I mean, we have it on our screen, sir, and unfortunately we don't have Charan Singh Sapra with us, so I'll just continue with you itself. Look at these visuals on your screens. These are protests by Congress supporters. All right, I'm being joined by Charan Singh Sapra as well at this point. Charan Singh Ji, look at your visuals, the visuals on our screen right now. Can we just have those visuals? There are protests that seem to be unfolding within the MVA, particularly with the Congress, people not happy with giving up these claims for the seats. You also have a leader who was supposed to be a candidate now moving and trying to reach out to the Congress leadership, including Rahul Gandhi as well as Priyanka Gandhi Vadra. Could this be another advantage BJP?
No, I don't think so that BJP is going to get any advantage out of it. I respect all the sentiments of the Congress workers as well as some workers from Shivsena or NCP who are feeling that they should have got certain seats. But unfortunately, they haven't got that. I feel the high command of all the three parties, they have sealed the pact and everybody has agreed to it. If some Congress leader wants to go and meet the Congress High Command and express their feelings, there's no harm in it. And let me tell you that there is more problem in NDA or more problem in Mahayudh. They are still fighting on more than 10 seats. That who's going to take those seats? Like your reporter, he himself said that Eknath Shinde, though he might be getting 10 seats as of today, but there are 8 candidates which he had to change. And why he had to change? Just because BJP doesn't want those 8 candidates. Now the candidates are of Eknath Shinde, but who is going to contest? That is being decided by Bharatiya Janata Party. See the pathetic situation of Mr. Eknath Shinde. Likewise is the situation with Ajit Pawar NCP. They cannot decide candidates on their own. They have to ask BJP, take a clearance from Delhi BJP, and then they announce the candidates. For example, in Dharashiv,
okay, let me get in the BJP and the Shinde Shivsena to respond to this. Let me get them to respond. Krishna Hegde, to you first. You managed to get into the government, but have you lost the autonomy? That's what the MVA seems to be claiming.
Sneha, the panelists are stating wrong facts. First of all, we have announced 11 candidates. 4 may have been replaced, but technically they are not. Gajanan Kirtikar's own son is fighting from the Mahavikas Agadi, so we cannot call it a replacement. And Hemant Patil's wife, Rajeshri Patil, is already fighting a seat. So there's a replacement of only 2 candidates, and they will be adjusted honorably within the party or later within the organization. Regarding the Congress got 2 seats in 2014, 1 seat in 2019,
okay,
and now they cannot even
is
dictate on
correct?
any of the shows.
Is this correct that Mr. Shinde is saying that, listen, give us the same, it's to you only, you can continue, I'm not going to anybody else, it's to you only, sir. Is it correct that Mr. Shinde is saying, give us the same numbers? Out of 18, we came with 13 MPs. How can we contest with only this many seats? Give us the same numbers when we are coming with majority to the BJP-led government. Give us the same seats to contest as we contested before, because we have the majority of the MPs from the earlier undivided Sena, for that matter.
Yeah, we came with 13 member of parliaments and 11 have been declared. There is only a little confusion on who will fight the South Mumbai seat and who will fight the North West seat. But that is also almost decided, so there is not any issue anymore. The problem here is the Congress, where they cannot, assert with the UBT, they cannot assert with the Sharad Pawar faction, they cannot assert with the High Command, and even the Mumbai Congress president is upset for not getting her own seat, which her father won so many times. And she is a MLA from the same area. over that the North Central seat where Sunil Dutt Saab won 5 times and his daughter Priya won twice. They are not able to find a candidate there. How sad situation for the Congress when they cannot find a candidate in the safest seat in the country. I cannot believe this, that this is the halat of the Congress party
Okay,
today.
I'll get to
That too
Charan
in
Singh
Mumbai and
Sapra.
Maharashtra.
I will get to
Whereas
Charan Singh Sapra to respond to this. You have to respond to this, but let me go across to Rajiv Pandey. Rajiv Pandey, Shinde, Chief Minister Shinde struggling to even field his sitting MPs. Where are the seats for them? Congress saying, listen, you're playing big brother just because you want to rule over this alliance.
No, Aji, this is completely incorrect. Charan Singh Sapra ji is not aware about his own party, but he is commenting about BJP and Shivsena. His own alliance partners are not getting even the candidates to contest 48 seats. You will see on 5th June that what will be the fate of this alliance, which they were saying, Shivsena, UBT spokesperson, that we have performed so well when we were governing. What I wish to say, in Bihar, Uttar Pradesh and Maharashtra, last time Congress got 1 seat in each state. Mark my word, this time in all 3 states it will be a 0. In Maharashtra there will be a big 0. Where Congress is existing in Maharashtra. And talking about a BJP alliance with Shivsena and NCP is on solid footing. All 3 parties are ideologically cohesive.
Okay, you're on solid footing. Fair enough. But is there a step-brotherly treatment to the others who have actually left their original parties, come and joined you? Is there a step? I mean, the sitting MPs are not getting seats. There's a major disquiet that seems to be brewing within this Shivsena, which is led by CM Shinde. How would you, if that does happen, if you're not able to quell that?
Sneha, first of all, there is only one Shivsena. Don't say Shivsena led by Shinde. There is only one Shivsena in Maharashtra. Understand? Legally, I'm a practicing lawyer in Supreme Court of India. And there is only one NCP. The second point.
Totally agreed on that point. Yes.
There is no step-brotherly treatment with any of our alliance partner. We are together. And how you know that? How many seats Shivsena is getting in this alliance? Already 11 declared. 8 seats are still there. I am not aware. I am not that big leader. That I will tell you how many seats Shivsena is getting. What I'm saying, we are together. And yesterday only, Raj Thackeray ji has supported our alliance.
Okay, let me just get across Charan Singh Sapra ji. Now, you've heard what the Mahayuti has said. Is this technically a problem that MVA doesn't manage to keep itself together? You always have something that seems to be having fissures within the MVA that comes out in public. Mahayuti seems to be able to cover up on that. But remember, the stronger allegation that's coming from the Mahayuti aspect, from Mahayuti is that, listen, Congress in 2014 had 2, in 2019 has 1, and in 2024 is going to have 0. This is not just the Mahayuti which is claiming this. This is in fact your own leader, Sanjay Nirupam, who no longer is with you, and extremely upset that he was not given this seat.
Mungeri Lal ke sapne har koi dekh sakta hai. Now, 2 people have asked questions to me. Give me time, uninterrupted time, like you gave them, right? So I'll give you some facts.
You have 2 minutes.
Let me
2.5 minutes. Go ahead.
Let me come seat by seat. In Mahayuti, they are not able to declare Kalyan, which is the seat of Chief Minister's son. They are unable to declare that because recently the Kalyan BJP MLA Ganpat Gaikwad had shot Shinde Sena man Mahesh Gaikwad. So there is a clash between 2 groups over there. Hence, CM is not allowed to declare his son's seat, number 1. Number 2, in Nasik, it is Chhagan Bhujbal versus Hemant Godse. They are not able to decide. South Mumbai, they are unable to decide. They are fighting among themselves. Northwest Mumbai, they are fighting among themselves. They are not getting a candidate. Ratnagiri, Sindhudurg, there is a fight between Narayan Rane and Kiran Samant. Absolutely fight. Then in Sambhajinagar, there is a fight between Mahayuti partners. In Dharashiv, the NCP Ajit Pawar group has appointed Archana Patil, but there is a BJP ex-MLA who has filled form independent. Then come to Amravati. Navneet Rana has been announced, but Abhijit Arsul is opposing her. He has probably filled form independent over there. Then Buldana, Shinde Sena versus Shinde Sena in Buldana.
No, you
Pratap
have said
Jadhav
so many
versus
things, but
Sanjay
to just
Gaikwad. Let me
remind me of
complete.
one
No, let
question
me
that
complete.
they
Please.
asked you, that
Please.
Mahayuti
No,
asked you.
I will not allow
No,
this.
no, you
Let me
complete, sir.
complete.
You complete. Just to
Let
remind
me
you of the
complete. If you
question that
want a
they
level
asked
playing
you.
field, let me
They
complete.
asked you. You have mentioned a.
No, no, no.
Yes,
Please.
sir. You complete.
There
Just
should
let
be
me
a level
remind you this
playing field
question
on
before
mirrors
your
now.
time gets up.
There should be a level playing
Sir,
field in
don't
mirrors now.
worry. You
You
will
can't
get your
interrupt me.
time. Sir, you will get your time. Chaliye. Okay, go ahead.
Please allow me my time. Then you can interrupt. Okay. And after Buldana, you come to Mada. In Mada, the BJP sitting member parliament Ranjit Singh Nimbalkar versus BJP leader Vijay Singh Moite Patil. This is the situation of this Mahayuti, and they are trying to point at Mahavikas Agadi. They should have shame while they are talking all this. There are so many factions, there are so many frictions within the NDA and Mahayuti. They should not point towards us. When they are pointing a finger towards us, there are 3 fingers or 4 fingers towards them also. So the people of Maharashtra are not going to vote for the candidates. They are going to vote for a narrative which they have seen that in last 5 years, the
Okay, now
BJP
can I
has
come in?
broken Shivsena into 2, they have broken NCP into 2, and they have formed an illegitimate government in Maharashtra. People of Maharashtra who are the sons of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj are not going to support the divisive politics. They are not
Okay,
going
now
to
I will
support
come in.
polarization. They
It's
are
going to
not
be
going
very,
to support the
it's going to
politics
be
which BJP has
constitutionally
played
very
in
wrong to
Maharashtra.
call that an illegitimate government. I don't think that's a word that you can use constitutionally. However, coming back to the question on what they asked you and you did not answer, how is Congress not getting a candidate for the safest seat of Congress?
No,
Before I take your
who told you
question to the
that we are not
BJP as
getting
well
the
as
candidate?
Shinde faction.
No, no, let me, I'll answer you. I'll answer you. When is the election, madam? The election is on 20th May. There is enough time. Why are
So
they
the
not
same
getting a
so same
candidate in
logic
Northwest
applies to
Mumbai,
you
South
also.
Mumbai?
Same
What are you
logic applies
talking?
to you
If
also.
you are asking a
Sneha,
question to
now we
Congress
will
party,
talk,
ask them
please.
also, na?
Sneha, let me
So
counter this.
we have enough candidates
Charan
Sneha,
at
Singh,
can I
the
come in for a
Charan
minute?
the
Singh
candidate
Sapra
will be
ji
announced.
clearly said
It's our
All right,
that
prerogative.
okay,
Who are
okay.
you
You
to
made your
decide
point. You
that
made your
who is the
point. All right,
Mahayuti to
all right.
say that
Okay,
we are
okay.
not getting the
You made your
candidate?
point, Mr. Charan Singh. Krishna Hegdeji, go ahead. Krishna Hegdeji, I know Rajiv, you're raising your hand as well, but first Krishna Hegde, go ahead.
Sneha, the fact is that the CM son, Dr. Shrikant Shinde ji's candidature is already announced in Kalyan. Mr. Charan Singh Sapra is not aware of it. Dr. Ranjit Nimbalkar's candidature is already announced in MADA, where I am the observer for MADA. He is not aware of it. There is no dissident. If there is any dissident and want to go and fight from the Mahavikas Agadi, that is their internal choice. But what I mean to say is the Congress is non-assertive. They cannot get a single seat. They cannot win a single seat. The UBT and the Sharad Pawar faction have given them losing seats. They have given them North Mumbai, which last time they lost by 4 lakhs 65,000 votes. That seat has been given instead of a winning seat. What can you say about them? And the
All right.
Congress
Very
party
quickly to
today,
Mr.
they
Rajiv,
should
and then
not.
I have to also go across for.
Sneha
Mr.
ji,
Rajiv, you also wanted to
only
respond, and then I have to go across to
only one
Chandrasekhar
line.
Jha.
Sneha ji, I'm very
Please.
happy that Charan Singh Sapra ji has brought Shivaji Maharaj in this discussion. Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, supporters of Aurangzeb will not get vote of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj supporters. It is very clear in Maharashtra. Now there are only two parties, 1-1
Listen,
fight.
I don't
So
want to
the
get into that.
supporter,
I do not
so
want to get into that. That's really not what we are discussing at that point. At this point, Mr. Rajiv, I don't want to give a platform to that at this on this show for now. Mr. Chandrasekhar Jha, what would you want to say to what the Mahayuti, BJP, as well as Shivsena is claiming? That listen, Congress may say that they are dilair, but the truth remains they are not able to win, and that's why they did not have any bargaining power. And it's just the alliance that's taking Congress along. So, is this a way that Congress is managing to sustain itself in this election? To you, and then the last word to Mr. Charan Singh as well.
The thing is that now the Shivsena group of Mr. Eknath Shinde has been reduced into such a specific party that they have to admire the advices of the BJP. Before this, we used to do our bit. We used to run party accordingly. We used to make seat sharing accordingly, and we did not come into any kind of pressure with BJP. Now the situation is that this party is getting down to the heel of the BJP, and they are taking the bargaining issues from the BJP, and they are sharing the seats in accordance with the advices of BJP. So we are not concerned into that. We are concerned only with our alliance. Our alliance is completely strong, and we don't think that any kind of discrimination or any kind of negligence is being done by the leadership. And we feel that this election will completely show the pathway to our alliance, how we have done our work in the state, as well as
Okay,
how the
all right. I'm just left
BJP
with a
has
minute and a
conducted.
half, sir. Very quick, because I was supposed to go to Charan Singh after you, but let me go to Krishna Hegde since you spoke about Shivsena as well. Krishna Hegde,
I
do you
need to
want to
answer, please.
respond to what Chandrasekhar Jha has said?
Yeah, see,
Yes,
every
you
day
will get,
people
sir.
are
You will
leaving.
get the last word on this show, but
Yeah.
very quickly, 30 seconds. And I also want to ask you, look at what the seats UBT is contesting this time. Look at what Mr. Shinde's candidates are getting this time. They are claiming that you have been relegated to just a secondary party in a bigger alliance to what it was earlier.
We have already announced Sneha 11 Member of Parliament candidates. We will be announcing more shortly. Every day you see top Mahavikas Sagadi leaders, including those from the Congress, leaving the party and coming to us on a day-to-day basis. Yesterday also the spokesperson left. Another one has already left, but till now he is not adjusted. Before that, Milind Dera left. Before that, Ashok Chavanji left. And today we are a strength of over 220 out of 288 in the House. We are a majority, absolute majority government in
Point taken.
Maharashtra.
To you,
So
Charan
there
Singh.
is no
To you, Charan Singh. Sir, I'm just left with 30, 40 seconds. I have to give
Just,
the last word to Charan Singh Sapra. Please go ahead, sir.
issue,
just give me
no
10
problem.
seconds, Sneha.
See the pathetic situation of Eknath Shinde is that he's at the mercy of Bharatiya Janata Party, and the real remote control is with the BJP in Delhi
Not
for
at all.
both Ajit Pawar as well as for Eknath Shinde. They are unable to decide their own candidates. They are unable to decide on the seats which they want to contest. They have to go as per the wish of the BJP High Command. It is the remote control from Delhi which is controlling Maharashtra, which is
Okay, we
controlling
are totally
Mahayudh,
out of
and
time,
people
and
of
I
Maharashtra
know
are not
each
going to
of you
accept
have
it.
more to say about this thing. Rajiv Pandey, Krishna Hegde, and I'm sorry, Rajiv, I couldn't come to you when you're raising your hand, but Rajiv Pandey, Krishna Hegde, Charan Singh, as well as Chandrasekhar Jha, thank you very much for joining us. 48 seats up for grabs. These are not small, and huge deliberations going on between the alliances. Thank you very much for joining us.